The Bahamas has made a lasting impression on delegates at the 19th Conference of the Commonwealth Education Ministers. The group spent the week at the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort formulating ways to provide quality education for the young people of the Commonwealth. The closing ceremony and final press conference was held earlier today. Altavis Munnings joins us live now to tell us really what's next for education throughout the Commonwealth. Alto.
Chris, the press conference ended not too long ago, featuring the Minister of Education, Science and Technology, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, along with Commonwealth Secretary General, the Deputy Secretary General, and Education Ministers from Vanuatu, India, and Botswana. Joining me right now is one of the coordinators for the local organizing committee, Janice Knowles. And Mrs. Knowles, I know that organizing this conference was not an easy task, but tell us, now that the conference is over, what's next for the committee?
So we had a local organizing committee that was made up of some 18 subcommittees, and what we had put in place was that we provided them with an evaluation or sort of like a reporting tool so that they would have the opportunity to go through the varying tasks that they would have performed and be able to evaluate. In order to do that, when we began, we developed what we called a master tool, so that each committee was asked to identify all of the logistical things that they would need to do in order to fulfill their role. And so now what they're going to do is go back and evaluate exactly how well they got that done, what were the things that went well, what were the things that possibly didn't go as well as they would have expected to. And the whole idea behind it is that we're seeking to develop a template of this entire conference, because we feel that it is one that would serve to elevate our country, and other ministries, other persons who would have a conference such as this should not have to start from scratch as we did. And so we want to be able to leave a template in place so that persons would be able to come to that and be able to move very quickly into the actual planning of a conference of this magnitude.
Tell us about the response that the Ministry of Education got from delegates here regarding this conference.
We are so pleased. It has been wonderful. We've had delegates who have actually already returned to their home countries, and the emails are pouring in. Everybody's expressing what a wonderful time they had. And we've had responses from the youth, we've had responses from the teachers, we've had responses from our stakeholders and ministers. They are all excited to have had the opportunity to share in this conference. Believe it or not, we had persons coming in just yesterday. We had a delegation that came from Malawi, and they had been having some visa problems, but they were determined because they had been getting the emails from their friends who were here. And so they determined, we're coming anyway. And so when I spoke to them today, they said it was just great to get here. They enjoyed the basically 1 day and a half that they got out of it, and it has been a rewarding experience for them. So we're grateful and we're thankful to that team of persons who served as chairpersons and their supporting staff, because without them, it could not have happened. And so we say kudos to our team. We have been able to do what we set out to do, and that was to build capacity across the varying ministries, across the government sector and private sector to some extent. And so now the Bahamas, like any other country, is ready to go to that level that is accepted and known to be the standard of the Bahamas.
Thank you so much, Ms. Knowles. Great to see you.
Thank you.
And that does it for our coverage of the 19th Conference of Commonwealth Education Ministers. We encourage you to stay tuned to the ZNS Network this weekend for a full wrap-up. You can also see the closing ceremony as well as the press conference featuring government education officials from here and across the Commonwealth. Reporting from the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort, I'm Altavis Munnings.